Perfecto, muchachos, empezamos el directico y vamos a continuar con nuestro queridísimo Hellblade SENUA'S Sacrifice. Y a ver, ¿qué tal se nos da el día de hoy? Ayer lo dejamos en esta parte, estábamos buscando al dios este del cuervo. Y supongo yo que no me va a dejar acceder por aquí.
She can't get in. She can't go in there. Behind there?
Sí, siempre...
He's there. She can't open. She can't go in. Has to find another route.
Truth says there's always another route.
Find a way, Senua.
Siempre hay otro camino, pues vamos a buscarlo. No se diga más. Huele a peleita aquí, ¿no? Uy, uy.
Stop them!
Uf.
Remember the warrior.
Listo. Tranquilidad. No me acuerdo cómo se cambia de objetivo. El objetivo a la izquierda. Z y C. Listo. Listo. Una. Otra patada. 1, 2, 3. Y nos alejamos. Ah, maldita sea, la cagué. Sí. Oh. Uy, mal parido. Tranquilidad. Puta madre. Tranquilidad. Muy bien, muy controlado. Oh, mira, un coso de estos.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, They used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
Es muy bien, ¿no? Un poquito de la creación del mundo nórdica. Y continuamos por este lado. Segundo, yo quito esto por aquí.
Do you know what it's like to leave everything behind? Your home, loved ones, to head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return. Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything. Turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
Bueno. Estoy viendo como cositas colgadas. Eso me hace pensar que seguramente haya alguna puerta para abrir, ¿no? Así que vamos allá. El bate me cogió un poquito frío, pero ya lo iremos solventando.
The song. Valravan's song. It's over here. It's over here.
Is that? It's over there. No, it's here. There's two.
Bueno. Son dos al parecer.
It's my friend. It's my kid. It's Malaysia. She's been in the forest.
Nos dejemos
This reminds
comer la cabeza.
Somewhere.
the forest.
Where? Which forest? Forest in the wilds.
The wilds.
She left in. She went to the wilds a long time ago. Why did she go to the wilds?
She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own darkness.
Did she beat her darkness?
No. It nearly killed her, but she tried.
Druth helped her.
If it wasn't for Druth, she'd
She'd
be
be
dead.
dead. She can't beat her
Yes.
own darkness. She wanted to marry Dillian.
A ver,
Came to beat her own darkness and marry Dillian.
quería vencer a su oscuridad y casarse con
She
Dillion.
thought her curse would affect him.
She thought her curse would spread to him. She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too. She nearly died.
She thought the curse made her tainted.
Druth helped her.
El bicho este está ahí arriba, ¿cierto? Cierto. Supongo que esto eliminará una buena parte.
No,
Half of them have gone. They've gone.
some are still there.
But where? Some are still there.
Valravan's helping.
He's not helping.
It's a trick. Quiet. Out in the wilds. In the cold winter woods.
Where have they gone?
She no longer felt fit for this world. She almost gave in to the darkness.
Las voces están un
She
poco
remembered Dillian's words.
perturbadoras,
She
tengo que
remembered her
decirlo.
promise. She resolved to fight on and kill that which had become part of her.
Y ese cuervo me está diciendo que por allá. Un puentecito, bien. Uf. Listo. Pasamos por aquí. Venimos para este lado, pasamos ahora por el hueco que se abrió. Ah, sencillito, oye. Puzzle sencillito. Este juego no... Como que no me deja hablar mucho porque me mantiene muy en tensión. Todo el tiempo atento. Así me aparecen bichos. Como ayer quedé asombrado yo de cómo me aparecían bichos. Ha de ser entonces por otro lado. Ah, ok, tengo que venir aquí, abrir la puerta esta, volver, para hacer que se ponga otra vez el muro. Listo, 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 listo. Sencillito. Sencillito, sencillito, muchachos. Puzzles a mí, ja, de verdad. Y ahora sí tenemos cómo llegar al otro lado, por el techo del muro que no estaba. Uf, qué bueno que no me he quedado como trabado en ninguna parte. Eso es una buena señal. Mira, mira, aquí hay una piedra de estas.
The Northmen say you must sacrifice in order to receive. They tell how the runes were revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear, and he dedicated the sacrifice to himself. For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink, and at last he saw the runes below him. He gave a cry, and gathered them in his mind and learnt them. Then he fell from the tree.
Como loquito el Odín. Lo quiero. Bien. Uf, vamos por este lado. Y ahora sí, a este tiene que quitar otro montón de cuernos, ¿no?
The ravens. They've all gone. No. There's still 3. There's 3. There's 3. Where have they gone? Where have they gone? She did it. What does it mean? She did it.
Looking back, I was so naive to think she could banish it on her own. The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all. And the gloom, the smallest hints of shape, sound, or thought, grew in strength until they consumed her whole. Before she knew it, the darkness had her in its claws.
Intentando escapar de la oscuridad, me adentré en ella, ¿no? Lo típico.
Broken. The gate is open. Open. She did it.
There is no such thing as victory when it comes to the darkness. It's like it doesn't want to kill me. Yet. I'll gnaw at her, biding its time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill. Will she find Dillian before her time comes?
Claro que encontraremos a Dillian. A Dillian, diré. Ahí está, míralo. Bueno, esto parece... Huele a batalla. ¿Estamos listos? Vamos allá.
Overcome Valravan's final illusion to face him in his keep. I know you can do it, Senua. You have the sight.
We both see the darkness. We can fight it together.
A ver, el último puzzle antes de entrar al panteón, ¿no? Tenemos aquí nada. Ahí tenemos un circulito de estos que nos sirve para cambiar la perspectiva. Y podemos llegar a él por aquí. Listo. Superar ilusiones a mí. Si vivo en una ilusión. Hay que ver qué cambia exactamente porque si no... No...
Speak to me, Druth. Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan. The Northmen captured Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born. Druth.
Ah, vea pues. Findan
Though
es el
Findan
mismo Druth.
never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
I wish you could have seen my home before these dark times.
Esto está intenso, oye. A ver. Ah, es que mira esta tabla. Entonces debemos venir, bajar el puente, volver a cruzar para poder tener el tronco este. Listo, bien. Bueno, pues a la verdad como que es sencillito el tema de los puzzles. No tiene mayor misterio. El problema en sí es el combate, lo noto sí bastante complicado. Pero para nosotros eso es un problema. No, muchachos, por favor. Si somos el TELLEZ090. Lo eres tú solo, lo sé. Bien.
Broken. The gate is open. Open.
This darkness. I know it from the wilds. It's coming back for me.
I'm still here. Are you too? Where are we? I remember.
¿Me está comiendo el cuervo?
It didn't end well in the wilds. It never does. You think you can overcome the darkness, make sense of it, and once relief settles in, it strikes out of nowhere, throwing you helplessly back into the maelstrom, drowning the mind in fear, deeper, deeper, dragging you down so far into the void that maybe this time there is no coming back. But there, in the darkness,
Senua,
and she remembered what he told her.
hear me. Reach out to me. Senua, take my iron mirror. Look into it, for it is a window into the underworld. Within, you will see the face of the darkness that you fear. And if you focus, like I have taught you to, you will also see that as much as the darkness has you trapped within its veil, it too is trapped within yours. Focus. Focus. Focus.
Focuséate, mujer. Mujer, ¿sabes?
I see you. I see you now. You led me to the wilds. You trapped me there.
Tengamos la distancia hasta saber sus ataques. Uy, malparido. Uy, tómelo, sonorrea, hijo de puta. A ver, ¿cómo es que es? Ah, mira, está herido. Uy, hijo de puta. A ver. ¡Ah! Tranquilidad. Tranquilidad, tengo que recuperarme la vida. Esto los quedamos así, listo, bien. Su puta mamá. Uy, 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 uy. Levanta, 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 levanta.
It's not over. It's not over.
Uy, quítate. Uy, no sea pendejo, ese todavía no. Levántate, mujer.
She won't make it.
Where's he gone?
Tranquilidad, eso, ya me dio tiempo a recuperarme, mal parido. Eso, ahora sí. ¿Cómo es? ¿Qué dijo? ¿Dónde está? Uf, bueno, un pequeño respiro nos viene bien.
Finish this. Now. They've surrounded you. It's not strong enough.
A ver. ¿Quién va a ser el primero? ¿Quién va a ser el primero? Dije.
Surprise him. End it. No, this is nearly the end.
¡Ah! Su puta mamá. ¡Qué susto me llevé! Uy, mal parido. Eso fue, ¿cómo le digo? ¿El duende verde? ¡Oh! Tómelo. A mí no me bote su basura. Ok, get out. Uy. Listo, 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 listo. Esquivado, perro. Vale.
She's so weak, they can see you're weak.
¡Oh! 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 A ver. ¡Oh! ¡Oh! Uy, ese ataque sí. Tengo que aprender a esquivarlo. ¡Quítate! Uy, muy buena.
She's nearly there. Capable warrior.
GG.
Remember your training.
Tengo que focusearme. Uf. ¡Ay, su puta madre! ¡Uy! ¡Qué susto! Voy a procurar mantenerlos frente a mí.
He can read you. You're close. He's gone. Focus.
Focus, focus. Ok, ok. O sea, se vuelve como una sombra. No me focuseo, no le puedo dar. Interesante. Hijo de puta.
Focus now. You're stronger than that. Focus, focus. I never beat you in the wilds, did I? It was an illusion. But not this time!
The mark of Valravan, one of the keys to the gate to Helheim. Hold it in your mind's eye.
With every battle, the darkness grows stronger. Every victory bringing her closer to defeat. Unfair, isn't it? In those dark winter nights in the wilds, there were times when she considered letting go. If it weren't for Truth, a chance encounter in the wilds, she would not have heard his stories of the Northmen. And she would not have this chance to find Dillion's soul.
I'm coming. I still hear
Muy bien, oye, estuvo intenso. Nosotros somos aún más intensos. Vamos allá. Oh, mira qué bonito todo. Todo clarito.
When she was younger, she would lay in the grass and stare at the clouds. And there she saw them. Elusive, shifting faces. After a while, she could see the faces everywhere. The trees, the mountains, caves.
Muy bien, estoy mirando a ver si por aquí hay alguna tablita de estas que nos cuenta una historia y tal sobre la mitología nórdica. Echar un vistazo rapidillo y continuamos. Continuamos. Creo que por allí alcancé ahí. Sí, porque por aquí se desaparecen las escaleras. Mira. Esa interacción ahí no me termina de entrar, ¿no? Vamos, yo creo que ya encontré lo que debía encontrar y lo importante, vencimos a quien debíamos vencer. Ahora emprendemos el camino de vuelta. Y listo. No se diga más, muchachos. Tuvimos un combate intenso. Para los enemigos, porque para mí fue un combate sencillito.
Can you see the faces too? They're there. If you look for them.
Mother.
¿Madre?
Senua, you have the sight. Just like I do. Once you can see into the underworld. The underworld and all the souls within it will see you. Don't be afraid when they speak to you. I will always be here to guide you.
Did you see her? That was her mother, Galina. She was a priestess, a healer. She taught Senua to see the weave that binds the world together. And it was beautiful.
Beautiful.
It was a time before the darkness. But when it did come, it first came for her mother.
Ahora podemos hablar también con mi mami si encontramos caras, al
Senua
parecer.
still sees her face from time to time, hidden in the world. Like she's still watching over. She
Como
misses
no va a
us.
extrañar a la mami. La mami la meme, entonces es la que nos estaba vigilando en el anterior mundo también en la cascada. Era Galena, mi mami. ¿Cómo vas a GPU? Excelentemente, Davidcillo. Bueno, Davidcillo. Demonio. Aunque sí es cierto que sigue siendo que cuando transmito lo que sea, da tironazos. Eso sí, como que no hallo yo qué más moverle para que no dé tironazos. Pero de resto, va de
The
maravilla.
mark of Valravan and the mark of Surt, you may cross the bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
Bueno, vamos a buscar a nuestro amado en el mismísimo infierno, muchachos.
Open the gate. Open the gate. No, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Don't open the gate. Don't. She's done it.
Todos necesitamos una pareja así. Esté dispuesta a ir al infierno.
It's so dark. It's dark. The darkness. Only the dead may cross. Only the dead may cross into hell.
Truth? Anyone?
There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Damien!
In this waking nightmare, where all dreams come true, you searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears, to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came, through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now that you're home, he's so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home.
You did this! No!
They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart.
Qué voz tan visajosa, ¿no? Sí, impresionante. Puedes formatear y dejar todo limpio. A ver, parece una buena idea, demonio. Todo hay que decirlo.
Darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering worse than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandon and to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
¿Qué juego es? Espectacular. Vamos allá, muchachos. Que se venga el que sea, hijo de puta. A ver, ¿quién me quitó a mi Dillion? ¿Viste tú, me parió? ¿Viste tú? Afuera. ¿Quién sigue, malparidos? ¿Sigue usted? Eso.
God's made you a warrior for a reason. It's your calling. Why suffer the
Fuera, malparido.
There's a long road ahead.
¿Quién sigue?
The only one that makes
¿Sí?
any sense.
Parió. El Dillion se murió y no la alcancé a revisar el celular. Ahora me va a escuchar. Nadie me va a parar. Bueno, que ve cantidad de puñaladas le metió, oiga.
It's nearly over. Finish it.
Bueno. Ah, de verdad, muchachos. Este juego es espectacular. Espectacular.
Every gate you open into darkness brings another challenge.
¡Ay, su puta madre! Este se inyectó un poquito de hormonas. Levanta, levanta, niña.
She's injured. She's not gonna make it.
Parió. A ver.
He's a better fighter.
Puta madre.
Finish this. She finished it.
Ay, su puta mamá. Uy, su puta madre. Uy, tranquilidad. ¿Qué? ¿Cómo es que es, malparido? ¿Dónde está el otro? Recuperamos un poquito de vida, con tranquilidad, sapiencia.
Behind you.
¡Muerte ya! Uy, a verle la mano y todo, oye. A ver, ¿quién sigue? Ey. No alcancé a esquivarlo. El baile de la muerte. El remolino le llaman. El remolino lo está haciendo por un lado, por el otro. No sabe por dónde le llega tanta puñalada. Hasta con arrea. Que Piro no lo deje moverse, marica. Qué pecado. Ahora sigues tú, ¿no? Vamos allá. Turu, 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 turu.
End it! End it! Now! This is nearly the end.
Hacen tus ataques, perra.
Yes, nobody cares. You won.
¡Oh! ¡Vamos! TELLEZ. Eso es, hijo de puta. Este juego es desafiante, pero emocionante. A ver, ¿qué tenemos por aquí? ¿No tiene que ser para desarmar una runa? Sí o sí. Avancemos. Vamos a ver qué runa tenemos que armar. Porque si no, es complicado. Ahí está.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
Muy bien. Mira esto. Focus. Ah, de verdad, si no fuera por las voces, ¿qué sería de mí? Allá hay más parte de puente, más combate. Combate me va a gustar hasta que me maten, ¿no? Todos los años. A ver. Una S, una X y lo que parece ser un cosito
The
de...
journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their
de
own
muerte.
path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
Así. X, mira. Aquí tiene que estar la X. Perfecto, supongo que estas cositas nos ayudarán a armar todos los patrones. O no, puede ser también. Es al revés. Ahí está. Bien, perfecto. Y la última Supongo que debe ser por aquí. Mira esto. Sé que no parece ser el camino a seguir, pero vamos. Se ve cuanto menos curiosón. No hay nada. ¡Hay una cara! ¡Mírala! Wow, no sé ni cómo la vi.
Your father does not hate me. He just fears the souls in the underworld. He cannot see that they are already afraid. But I am their healer, and I must answer their cries for help, even if it displeases him.
Wow, mira la cara ahí. Ush. Si no hubiera pensado en que de pronto hubiera una cara, porque dije, pues, es imposible que esto esté hecho para nada. Pero vamos, una complicadita de ver. Las caras van a estar complicadísimas de ver. Menos mal que aquí no hay como un conteo de puntos o para ganar habilidades ni nada, porque si no estaríamos jodidos. Pero jodidos, jodidos. Ay, hay una cosita de estas. Bien.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
Bueno, si tenemos que enfrentar a Hela, va a estar intenso. No, lo siguiente. Bien. Y aquí está el último. Morto bene. Esto mucho lejos. Seguimos. Controlamos, oye, controlamos. Combate con la giganta estuvo intenso, pero lo pudimos sobrellevar también. Y atento al combate.
The gate is opening.
Who is it?
It's coming.
That song again.
Is it? Is it? Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Hela, esa era mi espada. Ahora quién me la va a pagar.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by SENUA'S nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that SENUA'S reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there is no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. You failed. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. Dare.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It is real. Listen to it. She can
Don't give up.
Did it? It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in me, Shadow?
No, it's enough. It's a trick. She knows it's it. It's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real. It's happening. Go towards it.
¿Ilion? Los voces me están diciendo que es un truco en mi mente, pero yo te seguiré. Nos sentaremos juntos frente al mar. Y más no podrás caminar. Aunque entiendas que toda mi vida yo te esperaré. De que tus ojos todavía hay amor. Y tu mirada y se volveré. Ya porque sepas que toda mi vida yo te esperaré. Ustedes dirán, por ahí no es el camino. Pero si hubiese algo, que no es el caso. Seguimos. Si tú te vas no queda nada. A menos de que haya una cara por ahí escondida que me parecería absurding.
There it is. You It's gone. Slow. How could you keep going? How could you?
Pero Senua es como esquizofrénica, ¿no? Porque por ese montón de voces que escucha, Senua le gustaba luchar y la fiesta, el party. Los ácidos y qué tal. Entiendo por qué la mancha del brazo como que me está creciendo. Si realmente no he muerto.
She was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
Entonces, ¿cómo llegó a ser guerrera? Ay, le enseñó Dillion, seguro. Por aquí sí hay algo interesante. Ya vi que Dillion está allí, pero... Mira, una cara. Ah.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home, and it does not ask you to swim against it.
Muy bien. Y usted no queda nada. Sigo contando con la luz apagada. Porque la tierra me quitó tu mirada. Qué buen JPG. Seguimos.
It's already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
It's in your mind.
There he was,
Míralo.
the lone figure of a boy.
He's there, under the tree.
Swordplay under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. Her young eyes, he moved as if dancing. And the world danced with him.
He's there, under the
The
tree.
glow lifted. And for the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
Viendo muchas cosas para hacer y no tenemos una espada, incluso tenemos es una herida en la cara que se la hizo de gratis.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Sigmund, vale. ¿Cómo se llama el muchacho ese? Se dejó churipapear la espada. Pero decía que la enterró en un árbol Odín, que solo la podía sacar Sigmund. Entonces supongo que en ese árbol donde está el muchacho este, la luz, vamos a encontrar la espada de Sigmund. Y la vamos a poder extraer, ¿no? Supongo yo, vaya.
And here is the end of Sigmund's story.
Sigmund, diré.
He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. But one day, An old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye. The man raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin, and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head and accepted his end. Dying, he tells his wife that she is with child, and that her son will one day make a great weapon out of the fragments of his sword. The sword named Gram.
Ram. Ok. Entonces la espada de Sigmund se rompió y el hijo de Sigmund la reconstruyó y la llamó Garm. Y supongo entonces que esa será la espada que encontremos allá en el árbol. Mira, están dando muchas vueltas, pues es que me gusta mirarlo todo. Oye. Volvamos. La muchacha sigue gimiendo. Y vamos a por el árbol este con la espada. Vamos. Y a ver si la luz es nuestro amado Dillion. Dillion Harper. No, Dillion Harper no. Dillion de Senua, podríamos decir. SENUA'S Dillion. O que ese sacrificio de Senua y pues bueno, se mató para poder, bueno, no se mató, no estoy seguro de si se mató o no, porque cuando abrimos la puerta esta de Hela decían las voces como solo los muertos pueden entrar. Entonces supongo yo que no estamos del todo muertos, pero de alguna manera encontramos el camino hacia el infierno, hacia Hell. Supongo que guiados por las instrucciones que nos dio Ruth del mar de espinas y pequeñas. Supongo que no habrá nada ahí, espero. Déjame quitar tu mirada. Aunque sepas que toda mi vida yo te esperaré.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Aprendimos a usar la espada entonces viendo a Dillion.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
Okay. ¿Qué loba le lamió la cara a Sigmund? Pues no sabemos, a lo mejor y me salté una tabla de estas, pero me da mucha pereza volverme a buscarla.
No, it's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. Different.
Dillion, yo sé que eres tú. Ay, marica, qué bonito.
Where is she going? What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the
Está
world
loquita,
through
está
eyes.
loquita. Senua.
Dance with it, just like he does.
Hellblade, el delirio de Senua, podríamos llamarle.
What's your name?
Senua,
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up! Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
That tree. Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillian? Nothing lives here. You won't survive.
Uf.
We met him.
Ay, mira, estos son los pedazos de la espada, mira.
He's trying to tell you. He's waiting for you by the tree.
Espectacular, oye, espectacular. Vamos a ver qué secuencia hay dentro, qué nos devela esa luz. Y mira, aquí hay pedazos de espada por todo lado. Ah, no, no es un pedazo de espada.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
No, pero ese man sí tiene mucha mala suerte, oye. O muy dormido también. Creo que ese también es otra parte de la historia. Sí, mira. Si está como en un tablón, es parte de la historia.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hole. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire.
Pues,
Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
qué dramática, ¿no? Meterse entre el juego y tal. Bueno, claro que es que sí, se puso a engendrar con el propio hermano. Eso no tiene perdón de Diosito. A ver, ¿qué hay aquí?
Take it. A sword. Take it. Dillian left it for you. Take it. Take it. Take It's coming from there and there. What are they? Look, where's it coming from? She started something.
What's happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the tree of death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shard. Go to the shard. What's the shard? Find it.
Uf.
The metal.
A ver, tengo que cumplir tareas entonces.
Focus.
Vamos allá. No sigamos. Necesitamos una espada. Para conseguir la espada tenemos que hacer
The
tareas.
king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that
Supongo
would never
que
fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and
no
stone
tenemos que enfrentar a
and
nadie,
bring
espero.
victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes, and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Feel the dead in the air. You can feel the dead.
Within the burial mound, Hervor calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
Muy bien. Seguimos. Uf, sigo sin saber qué forma tiene eso, pero parece como tiene forma de algo, ¿no? Como si fuera una máscara y un cuello alargado hacia atrás. El caso. Vamos a ver con qué nos encontramos. Espero que no sean tareas, de verdad espero que no haya que combatir, porque combatir sin espada lo veo complejo. Tocaría agarrarlos a pata. Podríamos hacerlo, todo hay que decir. No nos vamos a quejar. Estoy buscando constantemente como rostros o lo que sea. Me voy enterándonos un poco más de la historia y tal, que... Interesante, no. Lo siguiente.
Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it.
Pues madre, esto...
This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
Esto no me gusta.
Who's there? Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
There he is. There he is. Dillian, there he is. Finally. You found him.
Lilian.
What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me?
How did you let him go? You let him.
Just wait there. I'll find you.
Get you. You have to find him. This is
Por
your
aquí ya
mission.
estuvimos entonces.
Use everything you have and find him.
Supongo
Get
que
him.
las
Just there. How could
Las
you
fogatas
miss
nos ayudarán a saber por dónde estuvimos ya.
I'll find him.
Escuché por la derecha.
Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that his voice or the voice is dead? Not Dillian.
Dillian's calling to you. Can you hear him?
Where is he?
He sounds like he's getting further away.
Have you lost him?
You're going the wrong way.
Are you lost and have you lost him?
Where are you? Turn left.
Turn right.
Over this way.
What was that?
Herva ignores her father's warnings. The grave mound opens, and it seems to be full of fire. Again, Herva demands her inheritance, but her father warns her that the sword is cursed and would be the bane of her family. But he relents and brings her the sword. She leaves the island with it, but the curse holds true, and death would follow in the years to come. And so, Senua, the misdeeds of a father have cursed his daughter.
Pensé que podría aprender eso, pero no. Bien. Tenemos que ir entonces por allí. Tenía razón yo en que lo había escuchado allí, pero las voces me dijeron "This is the wrong way" y me confundieron las degeneradas.
Don't touch the walls.
You don't know what they might do.
Turn back.
She has to keep going.
It's not safe here.
She has to keep going.
If you go down there, no one can save you.
It's too scary.
I can hear him.
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Herva, the daughter of a berserker, born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
It's not him. It's not him.
We told you.
Tratando de escuchar por dónde es que viene la voz.
It's not Dillion.
Estoy muy tenso.
Find a way. There has to be a way. Find a way. There's always a way. Don't stop now. Don't give up now. Find a way. You're too close to stop. What's in there?
Dillion wants me to face my fears.
Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal?
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No!
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
It's done.
Bueno,
We did it, but there's more.
eso estuvo sencillo, la verdad. Pensé que me tomaría más tiempo.
There's still more.
Sí es cierto que me mantiene mucho en tensión porque
To be easy.
siento como si fuera a pasar cualquier cosa y no pasa nada. Como,
It's too much. She hasn't got the energy. No.
como si jugara con mi mente.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Mira, Dillion. A ver. Espero que este sea tan llevadero como el anterior. Porque el otro me mantuvo en tensión, pero constante y sonante, oye. Una cara. Esta malla. Baldur, el que mata a Kratos de primero y que empieza el Ragnarok por eso.
Get closer. You want to see what the mask sees? No, she doesn't. Don't look through. Where are we? What is this? It's the same. It's another world.
Oh, mira. ¿Ves? Ahora, si nosotros estamos aquí, venimos a este. Pero aquí no hay escaleras, en cambio aquí sí hay escaleras, perfecto. Me gusta este semblante.
It's fixed. Bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
The bridge is fixed. Esto no se va a abrir, ¿no?
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of Hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hell keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Muy bien. Seguimos pues. Loki haciendo de las suyas, como siempre. A ver, una F en el chat. No, supongo que lo suyo que todo esto está cerrado, y supongo que en el mundo oscuro no estará todo cerrado, sino que las ruinas pues habrán hecho que todo caiga. Entonces vamos allá. Con tranquilidad. Efectivamente, mira.
Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe. Dillion. There he is. There he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go through him.
Ya estoy, voces.
We're in the wrong world.
Es que el hecho de que estas voces están hablando todo el tiempo, como que me pongo a escucharlas y se me olvida comentar el gameplay y me pone muy nervioso.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillion taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
Míralo, ya lo vi. En la luz. Es que verdad, muchachos.
He was the only one. Why isn't he here? Could she trust him? He's gone. He's in the dark world. He's gone to the dark
Listo.
world.
Entonces vamos al mundo oscuro, a más mundo oscuro. Primero voy a abrir esto. Parloteo constante me pone muy nervioso y acabo de darme cuenta que realmente todo el tiempo estoy escuchando las voces. Y voy a abrir aquí. Ahora que para no tener que ir hasta el otro lado, sino que lo que hacemos es venir por aquí.
In a way that nobody else did.
Bueno, puede que lo que esté pensando yo sea
He's the reason she's
tal vez un
alive.
poco inútil. Porque si se me cierra esta puerta, pues la cagamos. Ah, no, no se abre la puerta.
Nobody will love them.
Can you remember what it feels like?
Look what happens to the things she loves.
She destroys the thing she loves.
Abrimos.
There he is.
Where are you taking him?
He's up there. There's a way. There is a way up there. Find the way. She can do it.
Lo tengo, vocecitas.
Find the way.
Estoy muy nervioso, oye.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Cursed.
Ok. Aquí nos vamos enterando un poco mejor de la historia real. Bueno, real, vamos. Más arraigada a lo que realmente se creía. Que en God of War, ¿no? Porque, bueno, claro que en God of War también fue Loki el que mató a Baldur prácticamente.
You should have listened to your father when you had the chance.
Why didn't you listen to him?
This love has taught
The
you.
gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
Fue la misma Freya la que la cagó.
Your curse has claimed
Ahora.
Dillion.
Una flecha, una M y una
Years
S.
had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillion. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior.
It's like it strangled him.
Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go. She was
Ay, ya la
caught
vi.
between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past.
Wasting your time. You have no time for
And
this.
Dillion.
Speed is these
A future.
It's all part of
Two realities
your trials to
tearing
distract
at
you.
her soul.
They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you. What if these trials mean nothing? You can the darkness within you.
Supongo que las otras runas las encontraré en el mundo de la luz, vaya.
Letting this get
El
in
mundo
your
cálido,
head
llamémoslo.
just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle. His love is
¿Qué pudiera ser? Mírala. Pero está al revés.
Do you remember the smell of his neck?
Míralo, míralo, míralo. Turu, 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 turu.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Pues muy bien. Ahora tenemos que volver al mundo frío para poder acceder a ese lado. Eso, no se diga más. ¿Me está haciendo tarde para el Rainbow Six? Un poquito tal vez.
What it was to touch him. You have no chance for me. Ever again.
Listo. Ya tenemos acceso por la puerta de allí. Bueno, esto más que difícil es demorado. Lo que por sí es bastante llevadero de hacer.
Dillion doesn't know who killed him, but we do.
Ahora tumbamos esto. Y ahora sí que podemos acceder ahí.
What if this is pointless? What are you doing? Why did you think
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Dillion saved you from them?
Ahora nos queda la flecha. ¿Y la flecha dónde está? Mira, por aquí tiene que estar. La veo.
Do you remember the sound of his voice? What if they're all about wasting your time, just delaying minute by minute by minute? What does she think she's doing?
Perfecto, oye, muy bien. Complicado y lo que quieras, pero bastante llevadero. Dillion, amor mío, ya voy a por ti. Tú tranquilo.
Dillion! It wouldn't be this. Be the first time.
Dillion never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Sinbad.
You can do it.
I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillion's arms, and to see the world through his eyes. Slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Aquí Tranquilidad, tranquilidad. Uf, me muero, oye. Dillion, un abrachito. Se veía venir, todo hay que decirlo.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? But you give up the beautiful world. You, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares. Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
Eres un romántico.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this is nothing to do with the
Uf,
sun? What if
muy bien, oye. Vamos a dejarlo por aquí. Ya mañana terminaré de conseguir las partes de la espada y veremos qué sucede. Pero por lo pronto, hasta aquí quedó, muchachos. Espero que les haya gustado. Si les me gusta, coméntenlo, compártanlo, suscríbanse. Les agradezco mucho. Muchas gracias, mi querido Demon. Y nos vemos cuando nos veamos. Un besito, un abrazo y chao, pues.